Hello and welcome to Technical Utkranti. And today we'll look into the new problem, which is buying and selling of shares. And let's quickly revise what we have done till now. So, first problem was setting matrix zeros. In this problem, we have to identify all the elements in the matrix that are zeros, and then all the rows and columns of such elements have to be made zero. In the second problem, we were given n, and we have to print the n rows of the Pascal's triangle. In the third problem, we had to find the next permutation for the given digits. So if the given digits are 1, 2, 3, and the current sequence is 123, the next permutation is 132. So we learned how to solve such kind of problem. Fourth problem was finding the maximum sum of the subarray within the bigger array. So we saw how to do that. Then the fifth problem was sorting the numbers which which are equivalent to colors and in O of n. And now the current problem is buying and selling of shares. So what exactly it is? So you are given the prices of a stock on like days. So on first day it is 7, on second day it is 1, on third day it is 5, like this. So from left to right you are going into the future, right? So 5 or 6 days ahead from this day, the price of the stock is 4, like this. So we have to identify that on which day to buy and on which day to sell to maximize the profit, right? So how are we going to do this? So one brute force solution that comes to mind is that, okay, if I buy on this particular day, then what is the profit that I can have? Note it down. Then if I buy on this day, I can sell on only on these days. So just calculate the profit, and if it is greater than the maximum profit calculated till now, update it like that. But that will result in an O of n square solution, which means that we have to traverse the array almost twice to solve this problem. We can improve it. Let's see how we can do that. So when we traverse the array from left to right, we are moving into the future, right? In future, we have to sell. So as we traverse, we need to keep track of the minimum value at which the stock should be purchased. Okay, if you didn't get this, let's see this with the help of a table. So I have put this like this: 715364. From left to right, I have put it like this. Now, what is the minimum buy value? So for the first day, we have only 7, and therefore the profit is 7 minus 7, 0, and max profit is 0. The next day stock value is 1, so the minimum buy value gets updated to 1. Minimum buy value is basically the minimum of this and this, which is minimum buy value till previous day and the current value, minimum of these two values. So I get minimum value of 1, and when I subtract them, I still get the profit of 0, and max profit also remains 0. Next day, I have the stock value of 5. Minimum value remains 1 only. Therefore, I get a profit of 4, right? So max profit is also updated to 4. Next day, I have stock value of 3. Minimum value remains 1 only, because minimum of 1 and 3 is 1. And when I subtract, I get 2. 2 is less than 4, so max profit remains 4 only, right? Similarly, as you can see, I will come till here and I get the maximum profit of 5, right? So just by traversing the given array once, I have calculated the maximum profit that could be achieved, right? So this was like when we traversed the array from 7 to 4, like from left to right. There is another approach. We can traverse from right to left. So right to left would be like going into the past. And we know that in the past we might have bought. That's why in the future, like, we'll sell and make profit or loss or whatever it is. So as we traverse into the past from future, we need to keep track of the maximum sell value, right? Because in the future, like towards the right, we would sell, towards the left, we would buy. So when I'm traversing from right to left, I need to note down the maximum sell value, and that I will subtract from the current stock value and calculate the profit, and then keep track of the maximum profit. Let's see. So I will traverse from here onwards. So maximum sell value over here is 4 only, right? And when I subtract 4 with the current stock, I get 0, and max profit is 0. Then as I move ahead, the max sell value becomes max of this and this. So sorry, max of this and this, right? So my max sell value becomes 6, and these two become 0 0. Next, my maximum selling value would be the maximum of current stock value and the previous max value. So it remains 6. 6 minus 3, profit becomes 3, and my maximum profit turns out to be 3. Next day, stock value is 5, maximum sell value remains 6, profit is 1, but that is less than whatever the maximum profit we have calculated over here. So maximum profit remains 3. Similarly, we go here and profit comes out to be 5, and as you can see that our maximum profit calculated by this particular calculation also remains at 5. So as we see, like with these two approaches, either traversing from left to right or from right to left, we can calculate the maximum profit just by traversing the array once, which was not the case with the brute force solution, right? So I have written down the code for the left to right traversal. So maximum profit to start with is 0, and minimum buy price is the first value of the array. Then I start the traversal from the first entry, I mean the second entry of the array, and I keep updating the minimum buy value if it is greater, I mean if the current stock value is less than the minimum buy value calculated till now, update the minimum buy value, and then you calculate profit from the current stock value minus minimum buy value. And if that profit, if the current profit comes out to be greater than the maximum profit calculated till this entry, then update the maximum profit and return it at the end. So if this was the input to us in the presentation that I was seeing, so if I just run, I'll get the profit of 5, which was what we were getting there also, and that we will get by buying here and selling here. So yeah, let's get back. And so just one lesson learned over here is that sometimes it is easier to visualize the solution by traversing from the right side of the array to the left side of the array, and sometimes it is easier to visualize the solution from left to right side of the array. So keep this thing in mind when one of these approach is not very intuitive. So try the other one, it might help you in visualizing the solution. So that's it for today. uh, I Your suggestions are awaited, and let's make this series even better. Thank you. Bye bye.